on, world? And Timothy John, aka T Real. You know what I'm saying? Follow me on all social media at TTOTHERILL. You know what I'm saying? And I have the beautiful, the lovely, the fantastic, the terrific Roshanė Delon. How you doing?
Hello, how you doing?
I'd like to thank you. Thank you for joining me right now. Thank you for being a part of the two shows that you're a part of. It really means a lot to me. And I wanted to interview you, you know what I'm saying, give you your flowers. You had made the statement in private to me that, you know, about me not showing empathy, me not doing those things. I got a whole lot of empathy. I wear my heart on my sleeve. I got one of the biggest hearts you'll ever meet. So I guard it really tight. And when I'm working on something and I'm trying to help somebody go to a level they have never went to before, I don't really expose my heart or my feelings. But it's times like these and moments like these where I let it be seen. You know what I'm saying? So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. First off, I mean, just share what's on your mind, your thoughts, how you feeling. I mean, just share what's on your mind.
Oh, what's on my mind? I'm excited. I'm excited about the upcoming events that we're involved in together. I've learned a lot. I've been in this production for about a little bit over a month. Learned, you know, that I've never known before. A lot of people will ask you to be in certain programs or events, but they don't show you the lows and the highs. They don't show you
They don't show you what?
already.
What'd you say? They don't show you what?
They don't show you the lows and the highs. They just figure, okay, I gave you this opportunity, so you should know what to do.
Absolutely. And that's one thing I want to share with you that man, that was so real that you said that because people don't understand when you're working with me, you're working on a show, you're working on acting and working on a production, but I'm also teaching acting skills as well. I'm doing acting coaching, you know, so I really appreciate you being recognizing that and acknowledging that. I mean, first share with me, share with the people watching, like how I want you to tell the story of how you became a part of this. But before we do that, I want to start at the very beginning. I know that you had mentioned to me having a passion and experience dancing and doing some acting before. How did you first get introduced to that? How did you first know that that was something that you wanted to do? And when did you first act or dance ever that you remember?
I've been dancing since I can walk. It was just something that I feel that a gift that God gave me. So ever since I can literally stand at a table and move my body, I've been dancing. As far as acting, I realized I had a dream of just, being famous. And then as I got older, I kind of decided to kind of go a different way and I just teaching people to dance and just being motivation for others. And then I was modeling, producing local agencies, teaching the schools and events, uh, basically just being a motivation to others.
Okay.
And just recently last year, I had an opportunity to be in an actual movie. And the guy that owns the building, he was like, hey, they're using my building to produce a movie. I think you would do really good. I love the way you dress. I love your personality. And first and foremost, I like how you treat people. So they asked me to come and audition for the actual movie. And that was when I got my first start.
What was the name of the movie?
It's called The Agony and the Ecstasy.
The Agony and Ecstasy. And who wrote that or produced that?
Miss,
No, it's all right.
Miss Vicky, I apologize that I can't remember your last name right now.
said the first name was Vicky.
Vicky, yes.
Vicky. Okay, that's what's up. Okay, share how you became a part of this, and let's just then we go. I'm gonna go somewhere else after that.
Share how I became a part of your production.
Start from the top. It was on a casting site, a local casting site, right?
Yeah, I received an email from, they said that they were his assistants, and I received the email. And so that's when it started, and they were saying that they were getting ready to uh, play. And it was about the Obama. I got excited about that because I looked up to the president and his wife. So it just made me be like, okay. And then they kind of like send you a little bit to, do the scene and everything. And I kind of read over it and I was like, it's interesting. So I took a chance to see if it was really real. Because,
Yeah.
a lot of things that's on the internet are not real. There's a lot of schemes and scams out here. So
A
be
lot of
careful.
people, a lot of people
But I
off
thank God that I was introduced to the right person.
a lot of people off the internet ain't real either.
True.
But okay, so you originally got an email about a casting call for my play Purpose Driven Love, the love of my life. And it just gave some general information, some general directions saying we're going to produce the play in February and then we're going to do the movie next summer. And then out of left field, I was like, but hey, I'm working on some other stuff right now. Do you want to be a part of that?
You are correct. So if you gave me an opportunity, it's like, okay, once you do your audition, do your pictures and everything, now I got something else. I need you to go and let me know how involved you want to be in these productions, and if you want to be the back scene, if you want to be have a major part. I need to know if you want to be in one, two, three, four shows, or five shows, or all of the shows. And
And I gave you a whole calendar for shows from now to the end of the summer. Probably like 10 different projects or more.
you did. You gave me a list of different projects. You also made it simple to like, if you don't want to be in the front, you can be like in the background. You can help with the stage. You can be an assistant. There's different positions. You don't have to be on stage if you're afraid or you're uncomfortable with being in front of people. So there were a lot of options.
Absolutely, absolutely. Can you share your experience from the first time you came to a rehearsal to now?
Wow. When I first came, I was just shaking in my boots. I was so nervous. I was excited about the opportunity, but in the same token, I was just nervous. I was in my mind. I was like, well, "What is this going to be like? How is this going to be? How many people going to be here? What do I have to do?" All those type of things that go through your head when you're trying to figure out something and you're working with somebody new you've never met. So after sitting with him for about an hour or two, the dreaming, everything sort of relaxed him. Um, he showed me how to warm up and, just started to be comfortable. It wasn't like I was on train or anything. It was like, okay, I'm going to give you what you need to get to where you need to get to. And so after getting comfortable and just listening and understanding him and just, watching and observing, one of the things I love to do is observe.
Me
Instead
too.
of like talking, I like to just watch people and observe their actions. So that was played a big part for me. Like, okay, I can do this. I can come back and do this. So that's where I started. And everything Stephen, I just been putting in. And he sends me everything in emails or messages like, this is where we are, watch these videos, do that, follow that. And you don't have to agree to disagree agreements because that's just not.
How have you grown since the first day you came to now?
So I know how to warm up and get started. I haven't learned how to memorize everything, but I've learned how to take it step by step and do repetition continuously. In my spare time, I just put on my headset and I listen. And the more I listen, the more I start to learn without having to look at the paper and just memorizing. And then, with the help of him, he gives you direct instructions on what to do and how to do it. And all you have to do is just follow.
Okay. Forget acting. Forget entertainment. How have you grown as a person during this experience?
I have grown this.
And because I will say that you shared that you've been dealing with a lot of things personally, and we don't really talk about it at all. And so I can say that I've noticed you dealing with those things a lot better. Not just by not talking about it, but you've been able to compartmentalize things a lot better. You've been able to go from one gear to the next, from one subject to the next, and I take my hat off to you for that because I've seen that grow as a person.
Yeah, that's true. When you go through a lot of trials and tribulations in your life, you have a lot of things you're trying to accomplish, but it seems like it's always something trying to get in your way. I have learned how to just find a way to separate everything, put everything in its own area and just work through it. And it's for me, prayer is important. Prayer, having someone to having somewhere to go and somebody to believe in my dreams and things that I want to accomplish in life. That's one of the things a lot of people don't do. They say they got you, they'll be there for you, they'll do this and that, but they never follow through. So
Yep.
being in this cast, being with uh, Timothy has been a way for me to move forward and not let anything get in my way.
For
And
sure.
knowing that anything I want to achieve, I can do, no matter what, no matter who's trying to stand in the way. I just keep moving forward.
Yep. And that was the first, and we only got like 5 minutes left. I want to have a. Will you do this again with me? I want to have a follow up.
Okay, sure.
Not right now, but when we come back, I would like you to share like some of the most worst experiences, most traumatic experiences you've been through in your life. Because you said what you said about wanting to inspire people and testimony. People are overcome by testimony. So with that being said, just off the top of your head, give me your top three favorite moments since you've been a part of this show during rehearsal.
Um, so we were all sitting at the table, and this is when I first started, and we were trying to think of this song during rehearsal, and
Man,
it's my
that was a
daughter's
good
favorite
moment.
song. So when I said the song, me hit the table and I jumped. And
Yeah,
so
that was
that was one. We all sit up front and we got our costumes and we put them on and just put us into mode. And
yeah,
my very last one,
good one too.
this is why I say it's not that it has to be a big thing. It could be anything, and the little things count.
Yeah,
So Timothy presented to me an MK little keychain bag, and I was so astonished and established by it because it was so cute and beautiful. So it's thought that counts, and I thank you for that. And we're
you're
not
welcome.
and just get back with me, and I don't mind doing another interview with you.
And we will do that. And so everybody watching, go to YouTube and type the X symbol and then NIP salute. NIPSALUTE. NIP salute. If you just click on the videos, you can see the most popular videos, most viewed videos. If you click on live, you can see all of the rehearsals that we've done. We just want y'all to support us. You know what I'm saying? Um, Roshanna, Deja, Marlon, Larry are some of the best people that I could ever have asked to be working with right now. You know what I'm saying? And so don't take my word for it. Go to N.I.P Salute on YouTube and you can see for yourself, man. Thank you everybody for tapping in. Thank you all for watching. Much love to everybody. God bless.